Standing tall at the top of your mat, feet are hip distance apart. Rooting down with all four corners of your feet. Maybe shift your weights from front to back, side to side. And then just allow yourself to settle in, drop your shoulders down. Suck in your belly button just slightly and drop your tail down so that you're standing up tall through the top of your head, through the crown of your head. Take a deep inhale, sweep both arms up, reach your fingertips up to the ceiling, gaze up at your thumbs as your palms touch. Exhale, palms come to heart center and then down by your side. Inhale one more time, reach both arms up, palms touch, gazing up at your thumbs. Exhale, palms come to heart center, drop your shoulders down, tuck your chin in. We'll start class with 1 Om and set an intention for the practice. Exhaling all the air out, take a deep inhale through the nose. Set an intention for your practice, or maybe dedicate the practice to something or someone who needs it more than you. Drop your arms down, inhale, sweep your arms up one more time, interlace your fingers now and press those palms up to the ceiling, reaching through both sides of the body. Exhale, lean over to the right, press down with your left foot and maybe turn your gaze up to the ceiling. Stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale, breathe into the left side of your body. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to the center, reaching your palms up again, lengthening the sides of your body. Exhale, lean over to the left, press down with the outside corner of your right foot now, maybe turning your gaze up to the ceiling. Inhale here, 3 deep breaths. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last deep inhale. And exhale it out. Inhale back up to the ceiling. Exhale, sweep your arms back down. Take your hands, fingertips behind your head now. Inhale as you open your heart, gaze up to the ceiling, taking cat-cow here, standing up, pressing your heart out as you arch your back. Exhale as you round your back, bring your elbows together. Cat pose, standing up. Inhale as you open your wings, gaze up at the ceiling as you press your heart, root down with both feet on the ground. Exhale as you round your back, tuck your chin into your chest and bring your elbows together. Last time, inhale as you open your heart up, arching your back, taking your gaze up to the ceiling. Exhale as you tuck your chin and round your back and bring your elbows together. Inhale, slowly come back to neutral. Drop your hands down. Let's go for some forward folds now. So interlace your hands at your back. Press your palms together. Move your knuckles away from your bum. Extending your elbows, maybe keeping a slight bend, but extending it to the extent possible for you. Inhale as you open your heart up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend your knees and then hinge at your hips as you fold forward, allowing your knuckles to fall overhead. Inhale one more time. Slowly come up, press your knuckles out as you open your heart up, gaze to the ceiling. Exhale as you bend your knees slightly, hinge at the hips and fold it down. Last time, bend your knees as you slowly come up, open your heart up, come up to standing, open your heart up, gaze up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend your knees a lot or a little as you hinge at your hips and fold it down. Allow your knuckles to fall overhead. Breathe here, maybe sway from side to side. Maybe shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then release your fingertips to the mat. You can allow your knees to bend a lot. Grab opposite elbows and take ragdoll. Again, swaying like a pendulum from side to side, getting into your hips a little bit. allowing the 10 to 12 pounds your head weighs to elongate your spine down to the mat. And then slowly, maybe reaching your sit bones up to the sky to get into your hamstrings now. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then release your fingertips one more time down to the mat. Inhale, bend your knees a lot as you slowly come up to standing. Exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it all the way down, half stand salutation. Inhale, slide your palms up your shins as you reach the crown of the head forward. Suck in your belly button for that flat back. Exhale, slide your palms down the backs of your legs as you allow your head and neck to release down to the mat, elongating your spine. One more time, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Reach your palms, crown of the head forward as your palms slide up your shins. Suck in your belly button, flat back, reaching through both sides of the body. Exhale, palms slide down the backs of your legs as you allow your head and neck to release down. Last time, half lift. Ardha Uttanasana, reaching the crown of the head forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up one more time. Reach your palms up. Exhale, palms to heart center. And down by your side. Let's get our balancing out of the way, right off the bat. So on your next inhale, bring your right knee up and hug your right knee into your chest. Root down with your left foot. Maybe soft bend in your knee. And take your right hand on your right knee and open your right knee up. Planting that foot as a kickstand on the mat, or maybe above your knee or below your knee, but not at your knee for tree pose. Standing up tall through the left side of your body, so no sassy hips. Palms come to heart center. Use your drishti to find your balance as you open your right hip. Stay here for 5 deep breaths. Growing your tree once you have your balance. Palms come to heart center. Bring your right knee out front. Kick it out and hold it. Lift that foot up as high as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly, gently release it. Shake it out. Other side, rooting down with your right foot now. Hug your left knee into your chest. Maybe soft bend in your right knee. And then open the left knee out, planting that foot above or below your knee. Below your right knee, not at your right knee. Standing up tall through the right side of your body, no sassy hips. So you're pressing the standing leg into your foot as much as the foot is pressing into the standing leg. Use your drishti to find your balance. And then when you have your balance, you can try and grow your tree any way you want. Five deep breaths. Palms come to heart center. Bring your left knee out front. Kick that foot out. Hold it there. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly with control, release that foot back down. Shake it out. Step your feet wide. If you have blocks, you can bring the blocks out front if you want. I'm going to take some forward, wide-legged forward folds now. So you may or may not need your blocks. So step your feet wide so that if you extend your arms out and I drop the string from your wrist, they would touch your ankles. So that's how wide your feet approximately should be. Hands come to your hips. Your all 10 toes are pointing to the wide edge of the mat. So your toes are in, heels are out just slightly, and the edges of the feet are parallel to the short edges of the mat. So bringing your hands to your hips, standing up tall through the crown of your head. Inhale, open your heart out. Exhale, send your hips back just like you did in Uttanasana, forward fold, and fold forward. Bring your fingertips down to the mat in front of your nose, or maybe onto blocks if you need them. Inhale and reach the crown of the head forward, just like we did in Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, send your hips back and down, Uttanasana, fold forward, wide-legged forward fold here, Prasarita Padottanasana, either fingertips to the mat or fingertips on blocks. Lift your sit bones up so that you feel the stretch on the entire inside of your leg and your hamstrings. Press down with the edges of your feet, roll your weight to the front so that more weight is on the balls of your feet, less weight on your heels. Stay here and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last deep inhale, pulling up through the inside of your leg. And exhale it out. Keep your fingertips down. Inhale as you half lift. Reach the crown of the head forward. Now you leave your right hand, fingertips planted in front of your nose. As you reach your left hand up for an open twist, maybe taking your gaze up to your left thumb. Stay here and breathe. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Twisting from the belly button. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Release your left fingertips down. Now left fingertips plant in front of your nose, either on the block or on the mat. As you reach your right hand up, gazing up at your right thumb. 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Release your left fingertips down to the mat. Inhale as you half lift. Reach the crown of the head forward. Press down with both feet as you exhale and bring both hands to your hips. On your next inhale, pressing down with your feet, use your core to come all the way up to standing. And exhale it out. You're going to stay in this wide-legged pose and take triangle and Virabhadrasana too. So simply turn, leave your left foot as it is, turn your right toes to point to the short edge of the mat. So left edge of the left foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Right toes are pointing to the front edge of the mat. Bend your right knee. Keep your torso perpendicular to the mat so that you're not leaning along with your leg, but keeping the torso perpendicular to the mat. Fly your arms open, soft gaze at your right fingers. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, strong warriors, pressing strongly again through the back edge of the back foot, keeping a generous bend in your front knee. Stay here. 5 deep breaths. Strong, steady warriors. Soft, controlled breathing. On your next inhale, reach your right fingertips forward, flip your palm and reverse your warrior as you take your right fingertips behind you, reaching the right fingertips behind you as you breathe into the right side of the body. Breathe, 3 deep breaths here, reverse warrior. Your left hand can rest lightly on your left leg or maybe take it around for a half bind. Slowly come back to center, straighten your front leg. As you reach your right fingers once again forward, drop your fingers where they land for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach your left fingers up. Once you have set up this pose, you can take your gaze up or just keep your gaze down. It doesn't matter. I want you to put really light weight on your leg with those right fingers. So you should be able to lift the right hand up. In fact, we may do that now. Let's take some big arm circles now. Reaching the left finger forward, sweep it in front of you as you make a big circle and bring it back up to the top. Shoulder mobility here. Again, reach the left fingertips to the front, sweep it around, down and up again. Last time, left fingers reach the front, big circle down to the floor, reach it back up, hold it here in Trikonasana, maybe lifting your right fingers off your right leg and reaching it diagonally across, using your left hand to match your right hand, using your core strength to stay stable here. And just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly come back up. And release your hands. Let's go for the other side. Turn your right toes to point to the long edge of the mat. Turn your left toes to point to the short edge of the mat. Heel to arch alignment here. Bend your left knee for Virabhadrasana 2. Again, dropping the tail straight down so that your torso is perpendicular to the mat. Reach your arms out. Soft gaze over your left fingers. 5 deep breaths here. Keep that right leg strong, pressing into the mat. Keep the left knee tracking with the ankle, which means you're rotating the hip out a little bit so that you're not caving the knee in. Soft breathing. Now, reach your left fingers forward, flip that palm and reverse your warrior, turning your left fingers palm up and back towards the back edge of the mat. Breathe into the left side of the body. You can keep your gaze to the front or turn your gaze up. And you can leave your right fingers on your right leg to lightly rest there or take a half bind here. Stay here and breathe. Windswept warrior or reverse warrior. Keeping that bend in your left knee, don't let it go. The legs don't change shape. Slowly come back up. Trikonasana, straighten your front leg now. Reaching your left fingers forward, reach, reach, reach. Bump both hips back. For Trikonasana, drop your left fingers where they land. And then take your right fingers up. Gaze anywhere that you feel comfortable. Again, light fingers on your left leg with your left, light weight on your left leg with your left fingers. Let's make those big circles now. Reaching the right fingers to the front. Sweep it all the way down. Big circle all the way up to the top again. Reaching those fingers up. One more time. Fingers diagonally across. Down. And back up. Last time, fingers diagonally across, down, and back up. Now let's see if we can challenge our core a little bit. So diagonally reaching those right fingers forward. See if you can take that left arm to match the right arm. Stay here in Trikonasana, pressing both feet down, using your core strength just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly come back up and release. Step up to the top of your mat and shake it out. Let's do some monkeys before we get down onto the mat. So feet are hip distance apart. Again, bringing your hands behind your head. The way we are going to do monkeys is just do some side abdominal crunches. So take a deep inhale here. Exhale, right knee and right elbow meet to the side. Inhale back down. Exhale, left knee and left elbow meet. Inhale back down. So crunching side to side. Right side now, crunch it in. Inhale down. Exhale, left side, crunch it in, side crunch. Inhale down. Exhale, right. Inhale down. Exhale, left. Inhale down. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let's go ahead and slowly squat down into the mat, taking your feet wide. Reach your arms forward. We're going to do our slow squat to Malasana. So don't go down all the way all at once. We're going to hold our squat, pressing our feet down to engage the glutes. Reach your arms forward, thumbs face up, suck in your belly button, and then go ahead and send your hips back and down, just like an Utkatasana, chair pose. Again, sucking in your belly button, tuck your tail in, stay here in a kind of like a quarter squat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking it a little bit deeper, thighs are parallel to the mat. Now press your feet down to engage your glutes. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come all the way down. Elbows land inside your knees. Press your knees wide. Palms come to heart center. Drop your tail down and sit up tall through the top of your head. Malasana, yogi squat. You can place a block underneath your hips if you want, underneath your sit bones if you want. Or just stay here and breathe if this is accessible to you. Keep squeezing your knees out with your elbows, but then squeeze your knees back into your elbows like there's a spring action going on. Plant your palms out in front of you and fold, simply fold forward. If you want, you can kind of wrap your arms around and try to grab a hold of your heels as you fold down. Breathe here. And slowly release, sitting back down on your bum. Feet together, soles of the feet touch, knees fall wide. For Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose, you can take a blanket now if you want and plant it underneath your sit bones. The closer you bring your feet to your groin, the deeper the stretch. So decide how deep you want to go. Again, dropping your sit bones down into the mat and sitting up tall through the crown of your head. Roll your shoulders back and down. Use your thumbs inside the arches of your feet to open your feet up like a book. Take a deep inhale here. And exhale. One more deep inhale. On the exhale, hinge at your hips and start folding forward. Reach your fingertips forward now. Take a deep inhale. Reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale. Reach a little bit more. Inhale here. Exhale as you bring your forehead to your toes and round forward. 3 deep breaths. Slowly come up. Pajanushasana, extend your right leg out. Keep that right foot active, which means you're flexing that foot. Toes are pointing back to your face. Sole of the left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Try to turn that leg out, externally rotating the left hip. Now spin to the right, bringing your left hand on the outside of your right leg. Take a twist to the right, twisting from the belly button. Your right fingertips are behind you, soft gaze over your right shoulder. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Inhale, slowly come back to the center. Belly button faces your right knee now. Start walking your fingertips forward. Take a deep inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale as you fold forward, grab a hold of your shin or your ankle or the outside of your foot, Janushirasana, head to knee pose. Inhale, breathe into the back of your leg. Exhale, keep that right foot active. Inhale. Exhale, breathe into the back of the right leg. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Keep a hold of that leg. Inhale as you lift up and look up. Exhale here and then release. Let's take the other side now. So extending the left leg out, bring the sole of the right foot inside your left thigh. Spin your belly button to face your left knee. As you take your right hand outside your left leg, spin to the left, twist to the left, soft gaze over your left shoulder. Breathe here, 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly come back to the center. Belly button faces your left knee. Fingertips on either side of your left leg. Keep that left foot active again. Start walking your fingertips forward. Inhale. Elongate your spine. Exhale. Fold. Grab a hold of your shin or your ankle or the outside of your foot. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep a hold of that leg. Inhale. Lift up. Look up. Exhale here. And then release, extending both legs out now. Feel free to keep sitting on the blanket for Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Remove the junk from your sit bones. Keep both legs active by flexing those toes, pointing them to your feet. Reach your arms up, fingertips point to the sky. Sitting up tall, reaching through the crown of the head. Take a deep inhale. Exhale as you hinge forward for the forward fold, grabbing a hold of your leg anywhere you can reach. One more time. Inhale. Elongate your spine, lift up, look up, suck in your belly button as you exhale to make space and fold. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale here. And then release, planting your hands behind you for Purvottanasana, reverse tabletop. Or if you have reverse plank in your practice, go for it. I'm going to show reverse tabletop. So plant your feet down. On your next inhale, your fingertips now planted behind you are facing your bum. They are not facing away from you. So make sure your fingertips are facing your bum. And then on your next inhale, press down your palms, press down your feet, and lift your hips up. Drop your head back, hips, shoulders, and the crown of the head are at the same height. Stay here and breathe. Keep squeezing your glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release down. Round 2 of Paschimottanasana. Extending your feet out, seated forward fold. Keep those feet active. Inhale as you reach your fingertips up, reaching through the crown of the head. Exhale, suck in your belly button, fold forward. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper this time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale here, and then release. Fingertips plant, hands plant behind you, fingertips facing your hips, not away from your hips. Plant your feet down for reverse tabletop, Purvottanasana. On your next inhale, press your feet down, press your palms down, lift your hips straight up, pressing your tailbone up to the sky. Breathe your hip bones up to the sky. Sorry, tailbone reaches forward. Breathe here. Drop your head back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly release all the way down. Extend your legs out. Round 3, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, reach your fingertips up. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Make space and then fold forward, grabbing a hold of anything you can. Inhale one more time. Elongate your spine forward. Exhale and fold a little bit deeper. Take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale here and then release. Last round of reverse tabletop or reverse plank. Let me demonstrate reverse plank now. Planting your hands behind you, fingertips facing your bum. If you want to come into reverse tabletop, just plant your feet down like we did before. If you want to come to reverse plank, point your toes so that your entire foot can plant on the ground as you reach up. So on your next inhale, press your hips straight up, press down with both feet, drop your head back. You have a straight line plank here from your toes all the way through the crown of your head. Breathe here, keep squeezing your glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release down. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Leave your fingertips behind you and windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Internally and externally rotating that hip, those hips, both those hips. Allow both knees now to fall to the right. So you have a 90-90 going on here. So there's a 90-degree angle from your, so you can adjust so that you are not on a hard surface. 90-degree angle from your hip to your knee to your ankle on both legs. So both legs have a 90-degree angle here. Facing this time, since your both knees are to the right, you're facing your belly button to your right shin. And then planting both hands on either side of your right leg, reach the crown of the head up. Exhale as you reach your fingertips in front of your right shin. One more time. Inhale, reach the crown of the head up. Exhale, walk a little bit more. Last time. Inhale, reach the crown of the head up. Exhale and fold, kind of like a modified pigeon pose here. Breathe here. 5 deep breaths. Just allow your hips to settle down. Slowly come up. Let's take a real pigeon now, getting to pigeon from here. So bring your blanket. If you need a blanket, roll up underneath your right hip. You're simply going to swing the back leg behind you, long and strong behind you, your left leg, and lift your hips up so that your hips are square to the mat. So I cannot keep both my hips down. My hips are not that open. So what I'm going to do is plant a blanket underneath my right hip so that My right shin can still be parallel to the front edge of the mat. My left leg is behind me, like one long tail shooting out from my hip. One more time, proud pigeon. I'm just going to sit up tall. Exhale, start walking those fingertips forward. You can come down on your forearms now, or all the way, resting your forehead on your forearms, all the way down to humble sleeping pigeon. Breathe here, 5 deep breaths. Breathe into those hips. Release those hips down. You don't need to hold anything now. Not clenching your hips. With each breath, tell yourself to let go a little bit more, relax a little bit more. Slowly come up. Again, bringing that left leg out in front. Let's do those windshield wipers again, planting your fingertips behind you. Allow your knees to fall to the left and to the right. Left and right. Notice if your right hip feels different from your left hip now. This time, letting both hips fall, both knees fall to the left. Let's do that 90-90 again. Make yourself, find yourself in a comfortable place so both your knees are on the mat and they're not kind of off the mat and hurting your knee. So 90-degree from your hip to your knee, knee to your ankle. Again, 90-degree from hip to knee, knee to ankle on both legs. Spin your heart so that your heart now faces your left shin. Plant your fingertips in front of you. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, walk your fingertips a little bit. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, walking it even more. Last time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold over that left shin as much as you can. 5 deep breaths here. Modified pigeon pose here in 90-90. Slowly come up. Let's take real pigeon now. Send that right leg behind you. And to square off your hips, you may need to lift your left hip up. And if your left hip is floating up off the mat like mine is, you can roll up a blanket or a block or anything and plant it underneath that left hip. Look behind you to make sure that your right leg is again one long tail shooting out of your hip. Inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, fold forward, coming on your elbows or your forearms or melting all the way down to the mat. Allow your hips to melt wherever you are. Breathe into your hips and ask it to relax. Please relax. 5 deep breaths here. Slowly come up and swing your legs out front again. Let's take boat pose before we go down the mat for lie down on a mat for a few poses before few stretches before we end the class. Grab the backs of your thighs, lean back so that you're balanced on the fleshy part right behind your sit bones. Lift your heart up as if there's a string pulling your heart up to the ceiling. Stay here, sucking in your belly button, keeping that back strong. Perfectly good boat. If you want more, you can lift your legs up. And if you want even more, you can reach your fingertips forward. Hold here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep lifting your heart up. Last deep inhale. And exhale it out, release. Hug your knees into your chest, forehead on your knees. Take a deep inhale. And exhale it out. Round 2 of boat pose. This time, after a round of 5, we're going to come down into low boat and hold it. So again, setting up a strong boat, roll your shoulders down, lift your heart up, and take it to any level you want. Maybe you're grabbing the backs of your thighs, but lifting your feet up, or maybe releasing your fingers to your toes. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, take it to a low boat. You're in a hollow body pose. Feet are hovering off the mat, head and shoulders off the mat. Reach your fingertips to your toes as you press your low back down. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release, coming all the way down onto your backs. Plant your feet down, bridge pose. If you have your block close by, you can squeeze your block in for that extra engagement of your glutes. Squeezing your block in between your thighs, set your feet up hip distance, raising the backs of your heels with your longest finger, which means your knee is right on top of your ankle. On your next inhale, press your hips straight up, shifting your weight to your shoulders. Breathe here, take a deep inhale, squeeze that block, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, press those hip bones up. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last deep inhale. Exhale, lower down, vertebrae. Bringing your tailbone down last. Take the block away. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a tight squeeze and rock from side to side. Round 2 of bridge pose. You can either squeeze that block in, do a regular bridge, or for the next 2 rounds, we'll do alternate single-legged bridge. Right leg first and then left leg. So up to you. You can do a regular bridge, both the rounds from here. So setting your feet up for bridge pose, hip distance apart. On your next inhale, press your feet down and lift your hips up, shifting your weight to your shoulders. And then go ahead and bring your right knee up into your chest. Hold it here and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. You can try and extend the right leg up. Inhale. Totally optional. Exhale. Last deep inhale. Exhale as you slowly release that foot and bring your tailbone down to the mat. Hug your knees into your chest one more time and rock from side to side. Last round, you can go for a regular bridge if you did for the second round, Or if you did the right leg, do the left leg now, setting up for bridge pose. On your next inhale, press your feet down, lift your hips up, and then bring your left knee into your chest. Take a deep inhale, keep those hips lifted. Exhale, extend your left leg if you want. Inhale. Exhale, keep pressing down with your right foot. Inhale. Exhale, lower downward, vertebrae, vertebrae, bringing your foot down and releasing it to the mat. Drop your knees wide, soles of the feet touch, supine butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. Take a deep inhale here. And exhale it out, allowing your hips to relax. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your feet down one more time. Bring your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg out. Let's go for Pavanamuktasana, wind relieving pose before we take a supine twist. So take a deep inhale as you squeeze your right knee in. Exhale, crunch it in, forehead to knee, tailbone curls up off the mat, head and shoulders off the mat. Inhale, head and shoulders back down, releasing your tailbone down. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, head and shoulders back down. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, head and shoulders back down. On the exhale, take the supine twist. Right knee pulls over to the left. Right arm reaches out as a wing, gaze to your right. Stay here for a minute or so. Breathe into your twist. Maybe allowing your eyes to close. Allowing your heart rate to come down. Slowly come back to the center. Giving that right knee a tight squeeze one more time. Slowly release it back on the mat, hugging your left knee into your chest now. Give it a tight squeeze. For Pavanamuktasana, take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, crunch it and press your low back to the mat, forehead comes to your knee. Inhale, head and shoulders back down. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, head and shoulders back down. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, head and shoulders back down. On the exhale, left knee pulls over to the right, stacking your left hip over your right hip, taking your left arm out as a T, gaze to the left. I'm going to stay here for a minute. So allow yourself to settle in to your twist. Breathe into it. Slowly come back to center. One more time, hugging both knees into your chest. Happy baby pose. Separate your knees out. Grab the backs of your thighs and bring the soles of the feet parallel to the ceiling. So you can stay here, pulling your knees down to the outside of your armpit. Or if you want, you can reach around through the inside of your leg to grab the pinky side of your foot. Happy baby pose. You can make this a happy baby or a dead bug floating in the wind by rocking from side to side. Slowly come back to center. One more time, grab a hold of your knees, cupping your knees with your hands. We're going to take Apanasana. So pull your knees into your chest. On your next inhale, press your knees out, extending your elbows all the way out. Exhale as you pull your knees in, curling your tailbone up. Inhale, press it out, extend your elbows. Exhale, pull it in, Apanasana. It's a great one for the back. Inhale, press it out. Exhale, pull it in. Now hug both knees into your chest. Give it a tight squeeze. And extend your legs up to the ceiling for Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall. You can actually go up to a wall if you have a wall close by and throw your legs up by scooting your hips close by. Another option is to roll up your blanket and plant it underneath your hips. Keep your legs soft. Just allow the weight of your hips to fall down rather than you trying to reach up to the ceiling. You're just trying to sink into the mat with your hips as your legs are floating up in the sky, towards the sky. Breathe here. Let's do for a minute or so before we settle into our Shavasana. Maybe closing your eyes, take your arms wide, or maybe one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Whatever feels natural to you, allowing this kind of inversion, gentle inversion to end our practice. We stay on our feet all day long, and this is a great way to get some tension and release for our feet. If you're actually up against a wall, stay there for your Shavasana. If not, you can bring your knees back into your chest, drop your feet down. Now roll your blanket if you have it underneath your hips. As you come into Shavasana, you can roll the blanket up and place it underneath your knees. This feels really good as you take your feet wide. Allow your ankles to drop open. Roll up the blanket underneath your knees. Allow your shoulders to release down. Take the arch out of your neck by tucking your chin in just slightly so that you're resting on the back of the head without that weird arch in your neck. Take your arms wide, palms face up. Shavasana, final resting pose. Let go of any control you have over your breath here. Let go of any control you have over your body. Just imagine yourself completely sinking down into a cloud, and as if you're floating above your body and noticing everything about your body. Notice how your core feels today. We did some core work. Notice how your hips feel. Notice how your shoulders feel. And just staying here in silent meditation. Staying with your body, staying with your breath.